What if I told you that the Vancouver Canucks might be on the brink of trading away one of their most electrifying talents? As we inch closer to the trade deadline, rumors are swirling that could change the landscape of our beloved team forever. Can you imagine seeing a 100-point player in a different jersey? This speculation isn't just a whisper. It's a reality we need to grapple with. If you're as passionate about the Canucks as I am, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button to stay in the loop with all the latest buzz surrounding our team. The Vancouver Canucks are at a pivotal moment, and the latest rumblings from the NHL world have us on edge. Reports are swirling that the Canucks are exploring trades for their superstar forward, Elias Peterson. Yes, you heard that right. Our 100-point player, the one who dazzled fans with his skill and earned the Calder Trophy as the league's top rookie back in 2019, is now reportedly on the trade block. It's hard to wrap my head around this situation, especially considering Peterson recently signed an 8-year contract extension. Now, you might be asking yourself why the Canucks would even consider moving their best player when they're currently holding onto a playoff spot in the Western Conference. It seems contradictory, but the reality is that the Canucks are facing some tough decisions. As Chris Johnston pointed out, the surging salary cap and an impending new collective bargaining agreement are creating a complex landscape for the team. The cap space issues could force the Canucks into a position where they need to move high-salaried players to stay competitive. And let's talk about Peterson's contract. A no-movement clause kicks in on July 1st, which complicates things further. The window to trade him without needing his approval is closing fast. The team might see this as an opportunity to maximize value while they still can. It's a tough call. Do you hold on to a player who could be a franchise cornerstone? Or do you trade him for a king's ransom while you still have the chance? This past season, Peterson's performance hasn't quite matched the heights of his career year when he scored 102 points. After missing some time due to injury, he's only managed 29 points in 36 games so far this season. It's a steep drop from the previous year, and it raises questions. Is he feeling the pressure of his new contract? Is his injury still affecting his game? These are the types of uncertainties that might make the Canucks consider a trade, even if it seems unthinkable to many fans. If the Canucks do decide to pull the trigger on a Peterson trade, they better be ready to demand a haul. Trading a player of his caliber doesn't happen every day. We're talking about a generational talent, one that could change the trajectory of a franchise. First-round picks and promising prospects should absolutely be on the table for any team looking to acquire him. But let's be honest, Canucks fans, how would you feel if this happens? It's a bitter pill to swallow, especially when we've been through so much as a fan base. Moving Peterson could signal a more significant shift in the team's direction, and I know many of us are not ready for that. It's not just a business decision. It's about the dreams and hopes of a passionate fan base that's been yearning for success. The drama surrounding JT Miller certainly complicates matters as well. With all the background noise, it's hard to feel like the organization is in a stable place. General Manager Patrick Allvin might find himself in a position where he has to make moves that fans won't like, and that can be incredibly frustrating. So, here's where I stand. Trading Peterson feels like a risky gamble. While it may be a smart financial move given the looming salary cap issues, it could also derail the team's momentum. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. The potential return could be massive, but at what cost? The Vancouver Canucks are stirring the pot with some serious trade rumors, and as a passionate fan, I can't help but get excited about the potential shakeup. The latest buzz centers around a theoretical blockbuster trade that could see our talented forward Elias Peterson and defenseman Noah Dobson head to the New York Islanders in exchange for Matthew Barzal and another piece. Now let's dive into what this could mean for our beloved Canucks. First off, let's talk about Elias Peterson. At just 26 years old, he's been a cornerstone for the Canucks. Sure, his stat line this season doesn't scream superstar. 10 goals and 18 assists for 28 points isn't exactly what we expected. However, the entire team has struggled, so it's easy to see how that could affect his performance. The pressure from JT Miller and the locker room dynamics might be playing a role in his seemingly diminished output. The speculation is that Peterson may be looking for a fresh start, possibly even waiving his no-movement clause to make this deal happen. On the flip side, we have Matthew Barzal. This guy is a dynamic playmaker, known for his speed and skill. He's under contract for several more years, and his potential to thrive on a line with players like Brock Boeser and Quinn Hughes is tantalizing. The Canucks desperately need to revitalize their offense, and Barzal could be the spark that ignites that fire. Honestly, when I think about Barzal in a Canucks jersey, it gets me a little giddy. Then there's Noah Dobson. He's 25 and has shown he can be a top defenseman in this league. His numbers have dipped this season, but we all know that can happen when the team is struggling. Imagine pairing him with Quinn Hughes on the blue line. That could be a match made in heaven. The Canucks have been searching for a right-handed defenseman who can complement Hughes' skill set, and Dobson could be that missing piece. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Shipping off Peterson, a player with immense talent and potential, is a massive gamble. I mean, do we really want to part with a franchise center? But if he's not happy here, maybe it's time for both parties to move on. The Islanders are sitting at the bottom of their division, and they're clearly looking to shake things up. Bringing in Peterson could provide them with the offensive punch they desperately need. Plus, he'd get the chance to reunite with Bo Horvat, which could be a game-changer for his confidence. And what about Niels Höglander? The 24-year-old hasn't found his footing in Vancouver and could thrive with the increased ice time he might get on Long Island. It's a win-win situation when you think about it. The Islanders are looking for youth, and Höglander could be a valuable piece for them moving forward. This trade scenario is being labeled as one of the largest blockbusters in recent memory, and honestly, it's hard to argue against that. Pairing Barzal and Dobson with the Canucks could set a new course for this franchise, and it's thrilling to think about the possibilities. But there's also that nagging feeling of loss when it comes to Peterson. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. I love what Peterson brings to the table, but if this trade can help the Canucks build a more competitive roster, maybe it's a necessary step. It's all about the future of this team, and what's best for the fan base. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you think the Canucks should pull the trigger on this trade? Or should they hold on to Peterson and hope he returns to form? Let's get a conversation going. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all the latest Canucks news. And remember to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Let's keep the discussion alive. I want to hear from you.